She's not what you'd expect. She's tough and feisty, but gentle and tender. She makes millions and gives millions to the poor. She cries, she laughs, she teaches, she comforts. This is the Dani Johnson Show.
Welcome to the Dani Johnson Show. This is the show that helps you to define success for you. And why? Because you are inundated by all kinds of people telling you what success looks like. And most of it is a big, giant, fat, ugly, nasty, gnarly, snot-filled lie that so many people are chasing out there. And in all reality, they're chasing a dead-end road filled with the Joneses who are all broke, totally in debt. They are in positions in their marriages that they don't want to be, and their kids are just brats that all need a spanking or some kind of timeout. And the reality is that we have had a society that tells us what success looks like. But here on the Dani Johnson Show, we say, forget the status quo of success. You define it for yourself. And today's program, we're really going to focus on success in business. And even if you're not in business, you can really learn some tangible strategies that will apply to what you do in the home. If you're a full-time parent, homeschooling parent even, these techniques that we're going to talk about with marketing and business are absolutely going to help you with what you do with your full-time career as a parent and someone who is caring in the home. I'm a mom. I got 5 kids. I've got 7 grandkids, and I've raised my family according to the things that I learned in business, from motivating my kids to understanding different personalities and what motivates, and not trying to put all 5 of my kids in one little box, but really identifying what their strengths, what their weaknesses were, and how to get them to work together as a team. All the things I learned in business back from when I was 19 years old, I literally applied. It was just like a perfect little bridge straight into when I gave birth the first time and started to raise this herd or tribe, if you will, motivating an entire team to move forward. And that team went as my full-time motherhood job, really related to my part-time career that I had in running various different companies for the last 27 years. So today is going to be a little different. I'm going to bring on one of our clients, actually, who has a business and is in marketing. It's a husband and a wife team. They're very successful in the marketing area and helping businesses grow. And so we're going to talk about some important strategies like finding needs and filling them, and how to be able to find out what is stopping a company from growth and how can we help to turn it around. And so today, I think, is one of those days that you want to grab that notepad. You want to take some notes because there's going to be some really good information coming your way from the Fenters at Vast. It is Vast. The name is right here. They're going to tell you the name. Anyway, but we've known the Fenters for quite a long time. They have done an amazing job. They've been clients of ours. They have a profound story that I think will really, really bless you, because they didn't start off as many would think that, successful businesses start off. So welcome to the show, Mr. and Mrs. Fenter. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Dani, for having us on your show today. We so appreciate you and your message and everything that you stand for. I want to share with you that, prior to finding DaniJohnson.com, I was a wreck in communication skills. I was focused only on making money, and that's actually how I was drawn to the website. I found out that there was tons and tons of clients that were increasing their income, and I came out to a very first event, even though I thought I couldn't afford it. I didn't want to take the time to do it. And that was 3 years ago last month, and my life has radically been transformed. I actually met my husband, Walden, at a First Steps to Success event. I have had better communication skills together in the last 2 to 3 years, because I started prior to Walden. We've paid off over $90,000 in debt. We have extraordinary relationships. We just welcomed our first baby into the world 6 months ago, a beautiful little girl. And life has just been amazing. And I've learned so much from not only Dani, but by obeying my husband in life, we've been able to grow this incredible business together called Vast Solutions. And he's the mastermind behind all the marketing, and I'm here to support him every step of the way and do what I can to help grow our business.
That's really awesome. I love your guys' story. And I actually had the privilege of being able to officiate their wedding at one of our events, which was amazing. In fact, we got to experience watching Walden on the stage asking Danielle to marry him, and that was an amazing experience. Like, he did this whole little sneaky thing, and I opened the floor for Q&A, and he raises his hand, but this was like, coerced. So I pick him, and he comes up, and so what's your question? And so then he then just completely switches it into, Danielle, will you be my wife? And it was such such an awesome experience. Like, you know how to market, Walden, for sure. We've had a lot of weddings take place at First Step Success in creating a dynasty, because it really is a great place to meet the opposite sex and to come into relationship with, especially when you got people that are working on improving relationship skills, communication skills, and getting out of debt and building businesses or building their careers. I can't think of a better place for a couple to meet and to join together on a life journey. It's really an awesome place to meet people. We've had a lot of weddings come out of that. So, Walden, you've been in the marketing industry for nearly a decade. You started very young in marketing, and I love your story with the kind of companies that you've worked with and what you do. What do you say is one of the most important things in understanding marketing and business?
We always try to tie it back to the actual person. So it comes back to communication. So it's not just a cookie cutter diagram, insert marketing plan here, like style of work. So pretty much across the board, whether it's a print job that comes in, whether it's a website, social media, just about anything marketing related, we sit down with a team of highly trained professionals, determine exactly which strategy to implement for you, but not until we completely understand your business model, your ideal client, your target, what you're really trying to convey as your message. And then we take it from there and really develop the plan and strategy. So, I mean, it's one of those things where we treat each client like they deserve, that it's that Ritz-Carlton style of service, because there's not a cookie cutter solution to everybody's problem. So it's really finding that need.
Yeah. You know, something that I've found in 27 years of business, everything boils down to marketing. And, you know, people come up with these great ideas. You know, for example, let's talk about authors, right? Or even singers and songwriters. Like, oh, you know, I want to make my album, or I want to write my book, or I've got this great invention, this great idea. And they think that just producing the book or the album or the invention, the widget or the gadget or whatever, that's going to make them successful. But in all reality, there are warehouses filled with great books, great gadgets, great ideas, great music, but unless there is a marketing campaign, unless there's a good marketer behind it, the product's going to stay in the warehouse. And so everything always boils down to marketing. And I'm so grateful that that's what I learned 27 years ago. I literally learned a person-to-person form of marketing and communication all the way back when I was 19 years old. And in the beginning, I sucked. I mean, it was 6 months of complete failure, and I wasn't successful at all. And it wasn't until I went and I invested into my education to learn about people and communication and marketing and sales and funnels and how all that worked, that I started to have, you know, some pretty good success. It turned into, you know, making my first million by the time I was 23. And so, Walden, we see that the market is always changing. Like, social media is just this amazing monster tool for in fact, it's our number one source of leads to our website is Facebook. And so that's been kind of a new thing that's come on the market here, and that it can be used for business in a very, very powerful way. So you guys actually help there at Vast Solutions. You help people with their social media. Can you talk a little bit about some projects that you've done and things that you've done through Facebook that help companies become more profitable?
Sure. We actually have been doing social media from the very beginning too. So we've been implementing campaigns for it pretty much since the beginning of Vast Solutions. We have a whole trained staff on social media, so they stay up to date with every single change or nick and cranny that comes down the pipe. So we have a strategic team that stays on top of that. So when Facebook changes its guidelines, we know about it so that we can implement that for our clients before it even needs to happen. But we focus on pretty much any style of service or product. But like you mentioned, if you have the greatest product, service, invention in the world, but if nobody knows about it, then nobody's going to buy it or have the option to buy it.
Yeah.
So with social media nowadays, you also hit on this. Facebook, roughly 1 out of every 8 minutes online is spent on Facebook. So Facebook is a ginormous channel right now in all aspects of life. People are putting their whole lives out there, but their whole business is out there too. So capitalizing on Facebook alone is ginormous. We took a e-commerce client from right around $2,000 a month to $30,000 a month, strictly using social media. So social media and email campaigns tied together, but it's it's like I said, no cookie cutter answer. It's more than one like channel. Usually, it's combining things, and social media is usually tied across the board to everything because that's where the majority of people are spending their time nowadays.
Man, I can't believe that one for every 8 minutes is spent on Facebook.
Yep.
That is unbelievable. It's like it's its own search engine is really what it is. That's crazy that Facebook is attracting that much time of people's time, and people are spending hours upon hours daily in that medium, but that means it's a great place to fish for new clients or to get your product or service or idea out there. And so Vast Solutions is the name of the company, Mr. and Mrs. Fenster. That is Walden and Danielle Fenster, who have this company, have helped many different companies do very, very well with marketing their product, their service, or their idea. So tell me, Walden, give me the vast variety of different types of clients that you have that you can help, that you feel like you're best at helping.
Okay, VAST Solutions stands for Value Added Services and Technology. So whether it's providing marketing support services where we come in and just consult with you, come up with ideas, you take over, or whether it's all the way to the other spectrum of providing the technology that you need to succeed. So providing that next website or that next app that you really need to take your business to the next level, creating sales funnels, marketing material, anything in that spectrum like we handle. So we can take that same model and apply it to just about any aspects of business, from insurance to real estate to people in schools. We're working with the Chicago public schooling system right now. We're working with some very large banks, all the way to the recycling industry. So, I mean, full on spectrum of clients with different services, needs, products, services. But like I said, we have a dedicated team that we pick and choose who handles which aspects of which product, but we come together as a team and provide that solution. So like any type of service or product. So we do not hold a bias to anything. So
Really? So you feel like you can sell anything for anybody?
Pretty much, yes. No. Well, not just the sales, but the marketing. So we not only market and sell things, but we create the whole brand, the feel, the aesthetics of it, the how people even feel when they open up the package in our box. Like, we take psychology factor into it. We take pretty much multi-dimensional like marketing skills to the next level, as far as touching, feeling,
that's awesome,
sensories, everything.
And those things are not easy to come up with. This is Dani Johnson. We'll continue with more, diving deep into the idea of marketing and getting better at it. We'll continue after this.
Dani often says success in business doesn't just fall out of the sky, but do you know where it does come from? Find out next on The Dani Johnson Show.
Imagine living in a decrepit, unsafe hovel made of waste material on top of old mining tunnels that could explode and sink your home at any moment. Imagine no water to drink, no safe place to raise your children, no food for your starving baby. Imagine that your kids can't learn to read because they have to work to support the family instead of going to school. Could you imagine living in that kind of fear and hopelessness? This is exactly what families are dealing with in the poverty-stricken village of Santa Pancha, Nicaragua. These families can barely meet their basic food, water, and housing needs. We are transforming that village. Be a part of this miracle. I want you to go to the website now and learn how you can help. Go to kingsransom.org and click on Santa Pancha. There you can join with other warriors against poverty and help bring a miraculous transformation to Santa Pancha. That's kingsransom.org, kingsransom.org. Hi, this is Dani Johnson. Whether you work from home or run a corporation, you need a strategy to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. It's especially true in marketing. I've seen so many companies dump so much money into promoting their products, but without a strategy, most of the money just goes right down the toilet. That's why I've been telling people about Vast Solutions. They've put together a team of some of the best minds in web design, social media, SEO, online and offline marketing, as well as advertising. Together, they will help your company build a comprehensive marketing strategy that not only covers all the bases, but is tailored to your unique needs. Quit throwing money at your marketing. Contact Vast Solutions at 312-330-5105 and start building a real marketing strategy that works. That's 312-330-5105 or visit 3EES increase.com. Again, that's 3, the letter E, increase.com.
And now, back to the Dani Johnson Show.
Marketing is king. That's the facts. Hi, welcome to the Dani Johnson Show. Today we're talking about business and how to grow it. So many people just think that if they start a business, somehow all the customers are going to fall out of the sky, money's going to fill their bank accounts, and yay, I made it. That's not how business works, man. That's a lottery ticket that you're hoping for, that you have, next to no odds working for you to actually get that. But here's the bottom line. Some people dream of success. Other people wake up and go to work. And that's exactly what Danielle and Walden Fenster from Vast Solutions has done. They've built a marketing company, a marketing firm to help people like you who are in business to grow that business, to take your product and increase those sales, to actually create a brand for yourself. You know, a lot of people don't know how to do that. They don't have a clue about branding and some do's and don'ts concerning branding, as well as how can you use Facebook to help grow and increase your profits. What about direct mail pieces? What about email marketing? All of these things are really important. We here at DaniJohnson.com do and use all of those facets to grow our business. And you, if you're in business, you should be looking at people like Danielle and Walden Fenster with Vast Solutions to help you customize different marketing campaigns, different funnels to be able to help your product get out there and to succeed. Again, success doesn't fall out of the sky. It really comes to those who know what they're doing. And when you can tap into experts that know specifically how to do that particular thing, like marketing and branding and creating funnels for whether it's direct mail pieces or email pieces or even funnels that you're creating on social media. There's so many things that are out there that are available to help you. And I love that we have the Fensters here today to talk about how they've helped other companies to succeed. And maybe you should be looking at them as an opportunity perhaps to join forces and to work with them. And by the way, they're very affordable. They're not out there to rape society. They're not out there to create riches just for themselves. In fact, Danielle and Walden both have joined us on the adventure of helping to take care for the poor. I don't know if you know this or not, but we have many clients that are following in line with what DaniJohnson.com does. You know, 100% of the profits from our business goes straight to the poor. And I'm not on salary. I don't take profits as a board member of the company. I don't take any profits at all, nor do I draw a salary from the work that I do. All the speaking that I do, the books that I write, every product that we produce to help you grow your business, 100% of those profits is going straight to the poor. Well, the Fensters have built a business in a similar fashion, that they are taking a portion of the profits from their business and they're caring for those who cannot care for themselves. And so these are good people. And you know, a lot of marketing firms, they can't produce, number one. Number two, they're in it just for their own profits. They really could care less about you producing more success and more profits for yourself. And many of them, unfortunately, I've seen personally, are greedy. I've encountered them. Trust me. I mean, I don't even want to go there. The hard lessons that I've had to learn with people fully making promises and not being able to deliver. So joining me today are Walden and Danielle Fenster from Vast Solutions. We're talking about marketing and branding and growing your business today. So Walden or Danielle, whichever one that you want to answer this question, what do you see to be the biggest problem that people have today in business?
Take it away, Walden.
Okay, I'll handle that one. We find that most companies don't really have a complete strategy, so they're very limited. So they'll either choose to handle social media, or next month it'll be mailing campaigns, or the month after websites, where there's not a strategy. They're just throwing things to the wall and hoping it sticks. So, and if there's no strategy, there's no foundation. So we really, from the beginning, we try to tie everything together in a very well-rounded, multi-dimensional marketing strategy that basically we take to them after we've sat down many times and developed their strategy, developed their plan with them, and then we come up and we tailor it to their budget needs. So like you said, there's so many agencies out there that, for one, they probably only focus on one
area.
Marketing. So you have to go to multiple agencies to get the final product created and all this, and then tie it all together. And by the end of the day, you have 6 different people coming together to work on your one idea, but it's spread out across the board. There's no consistency. So with us, we come in as a whole team. So we have people on staff, and there's specific department heads that meet, and key people in key roles. And we sit down and develop a whole strategy for you, an all-encompassing strategy, if you want to call it that. And it all ties all together to one brand, so that moving forward, you're not having to talk to 16 different people to get one thing cranked out.
Yep.
You talk to the one person that's in charge of the project, and we come together as a group and formulate the strategy and take it from there. But I mean, it's one of those things where so many agencies out there are nickel and diming people from the very beginning and making it so unaffordable for your business, and it's unacceptable, really.
It really is, Walden. I have experienced that myself, the nickel and diming, and having to go to various different people that do various different things, and what you have is all those different personalities truly not representing your brand, and it ends up being just a giant money pit, which is unfortunate. This is Dani Johnson. We'll continue with more on how you can grow your business using systems like Vast Solutions right after this.
Do you know the difference between an effective business marketing strategy and just flushing money down the toilet? Well, Dani does, and it might surprise you. Stay tuned as her conversation with Walden and Danielle Fenster continues.
The whole story of how I went from homeless to millions is right here in this book, First Steps to Wealth. I'd love to give you a free copy of this book. Just dial 888-757-8880. You can get your free copy of this book. It's like a real book, my friend. You can get an ebook copy for free right now, or if you'd like to pay the shipping to get this $15 book to your house, I'd be happy to send it to you. 888-757-8880. Get your copy of First Steps to Wealth today and begin on a brand new path of some great success.
And now, back to the Dani Johnson Show.
Without a solid strategy, you are scattered mentally. And if you're scattered mentally, people cannot follow what you're trying to present them. Hi, this is Dani Johnson. Welcome to the Dani Johnson Show. Today we are highlighting business, especially marketing. And marketing is such an important component of every single business. I'm so grateful that I learned a lot about marketing 27 years ago, but there's so much more to marketing, and it's always growing. It's always moving target, which is I'm excited today to have Walden and Danielle Fenster from Vast Solutions. They're a marketing firm, affordable marketing firm. I've encountered a tremendous amount of marketing firms in my time, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of them out there that are truly just out for themselves and not out for you and the growth of your business. And so right now I'm going to throw over a few more questions over to the Fensters at Vast Solutions so that maybe they might be able to help you grow your business. So Walden, another question. You were saying earlier that if there's no foundation for the business because there's not a solid strategy, then the business doesn't grow and they just end up spending money and it's a money pit, and then of course they fizzle out and end up quitting because they don't know what they're doing. How can you specifically help a small business grow without taking all of the profits from them? Because a lot of marketing firms, that's what they do. It's a sad thing, but it's true.
Well, and to answer that, I do have to kind of thank the whole team that puts everything together for us. We all have been small business partners or small business owners at one time, so we realize what it takes to grow as a startup company, as a mid-sized company, where you can't have every single expense going out the door to cover your marketing fees. So the people that we have on staff, they're all Dani Johnson trained. They're all very good communicators. They're all very effective at what they do. But where they shine above the rest is they've all been in the same situation as those business owners before. They've all been startups. So they know what it takes to, from a grassroots campaign style of marketing, what it can do, what can be handled for your budget, so that we don't come to you and say, hey, let's do this budget for $5,000, but we know you can't handle that amount of money coming in or going out. To us, so we can work and tailor it to your needs. So you come at us and say, okay, we have a budget for $1,000. What does that really get with us? And we sit down as a team, and from our marketing background as far as startups, we can say, okay, well, let's tailor it to this avenue. This is where we're going to get the best results from, which at the end of the day is all that matters. So I mean, we had a car dealership want to spend $1,000 with us for a really large mailing campaign, so we tailored it to their needs, made it more about their customers, and used data-driven technology to create results in the aspect of, in like a 2-week period, they were able to convert like almost 30 cars being sold out of a 200-person data list that we created for them. So that's about a 15% conversion ratio. But when you're talking cars, the profit margin is a lot higher than that. So it's very large results, but it's coming at us with, we we like to be creative. So we want to be creative on your behalf. So when we need to tailor something to your need, that allows us to get creative in more than one aspect. So
Wow. So you're not afraid of the customer that only has $1,000 to spend with you in marketing. And I got to tell you something, that's phenomenal. For you to create a list of 200 leads and for them to convert 15%, 30 car sales, they don't even see that with people walking on the lot. Out of 200 people that walk in a lot, they're not going to convert 30 out of 200. Those are astronomical numbers. I'm really proud of you guys. That is impressive. That's beyond impressive. So you've done businesses like car lots, banks. What else? Give me the gamut of the kind of businesses that you guys help.
We've been across the board. So anywhere from coffee shops to car dealerships to schooling systems and universities to skincare lines and products to pretty much you name it. We really have a wide spectrum of portfolio results, and when at the end of the day it all does come back to results. So if you contact us and you say we're a woodworking company, more than likely we have a example of work that we can show you with the results that were created for them. So pretty much across the board we can show you examples of work, or at least give you, like, it's free to consult with us. You might as well reach out to us and at least see if we can spool your wheels and get you thinking on an avenue that you weren't thinking about before.
That's so awesome.
I mean, we're here to provide service to you.
Yeah.
So.
That's 3eincrease.com is the website. Go to it now. That's 3eincrease.com. It's Vast Solutions is the company. Walden and Danielle Fenster, they are DaniJohnson.com clients. Their first steps to success and creating a dynasty graduates multiple times over the last 3 years. As you heard, so is their staff, which is amazing. So they've all been trained with the utmost amount of great communication skills, problem-solving skills, marketing and sales, as well as deliverables, getting results, which is what DaniJohnson.com is all about. So again, it's 3eincrease.com. And I want to ask you last, because we also have many people that watch this show that are building a business from home. Would your services fit someone that is trying to build a business from home, whether it's online or offline?
Yes, ma'am. We actually apply a lot of these concepts that you teach about network marketing into our business model as a brick and mortar also. So everybody on staff has actually owned a home-based business or are currently working home-based businesses too. So we have that aspect of knowing what it takes in that regards too. So whether it's offline, you wanted to drive people to a specific product or service, or whether it's online, creating sales funnel systems and lead conversion systems, like we know what we're doing. We take it from any type of home-based business to anything from services to residual monthly products that get shipped out. So pretty much across the board. And the 3eincrease.com website is an example of a funnel page that we do for lead conversion, but instead of for a marketing product, it's for people looking to increase their marketing through Vast Solutions. So it's an example of a lead conversion website that we use. So it's a good example.
Yeah, what I can tell you that I have found in the home-based business industry is that when you combine traditional marketing concepts with the untraditional marketing concepts, there's an explosion. I had a client many years ago who did just that. He literally took a product that was normally marketed through a home-based business funnel, and he put it actually on the radio and built websites around it. Within 2 years, he was making $400,000 a month. That was his profit that he was seeing from his business. That's astronomical. And it was at the time a $10 million company that went to $200 million inside of 2 years because of taking traditional marketing techniques and strategies and putting it on a product that normally is just marketed through a network marketing funnel. When you combine these two things together, first of all, it's so much more prestigious. It's so much more professional versus being one of those idiots that's accosting your friends and going, hey, you want to try my product? Gosh, I get people asking me that all the time, especially when I go see family. You want to buy my vitamins? No. No, and neither does anyone else you're talking to because of the way you're approaching it. Might be great vitamins, but you suck at communicating how great they are. Anyway, so it is Danielle and Walden Finster from Vast Solutions, 3E, the letter E, increase.com is their site. Go to their site, check out what they do. And just at least consult with them. You might be able to get that homeschooling business off of the ground. You know, there might be this idea of some soap product that you created and you don't know how to market it. They know how to take you from infancy stage all the way to sales, to thousands of dollars. In fact, a story that Walden worked on as a team with a whole team of people, took a little coffee company. They just had coffee beans in Nicaragua and in Brazil, and took the beans, like they helped to start the company from the beans all the way to profits of $2.1 million inside of 14 months. They were actually profitable inside of 60 days. So if you've got an idea or you've got a product and you want to get it off the ground and you want it to grow, go ahead and get in touch with them immediately. 3eincrease.com. Again, that's 3eincrease.com. You're contacting Walden and Danielle Fenster at Vast Solutions. Do you have any final words that you'd like to say to a business owner that is struggling right now with their business and not being able to increase their sales?
There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just, you gotta, I know from experience, I was a super hardcore Ruby before finding Dani and knowing what a Ruby was even, like, what it was. So I refused to ask for help, and I crashed a couple of companies on my way to this point. So I refused to ask for help, direction, guidance in any way, and through that, and becoming this person that I am, that's why I offer free consultation. I mean, if you are struggling in marketing and sales, and you would like even just to talk about your product or your service or your idea, or just even how some of the marketing could affect that, and some of the new strategies and technologies that we're implementing for customers and clients, I mean, I am always available. I mean, as Danielle, I keep very set office hours from 8 to 5 during the week, and whenever you want to talk, just drop a line to us, email, phone call, website, whatever you want to do.
That's awesome.
Very available.
That's awesome. Okay, so again, that is 3eincrease.com. The phone number to reach Walden and Danielle Fenster is 312-330-5105. Again, that's 312-330-5105. 312-330-5105. That's Vast Solutions, Danielle and Walden Fenster. Their website is 3eincrease.com. This is Dani Johnson. We'll continue with more right after this.
The media is like a carnival of loud voices, all barking about their big ideas. It's time to shut off the big ideas and get some big results. And this lady knows how to get results. This is the Dani Johnson Show.
Hi, this is Dani Johnson. Whether you work from home or run a corporation, you need a strategy to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. It's especially true in marketing. I've seen so many companies dump so much money into promoting their products, but without a strategy, most of the money just goes right down the toilet. That's why I've been telling people about Vast Solutions. They've put together a team of some of the best minds in web design, social media, SEO, online and offline marketing, as well as advertising. Together, they will help your company build a comprehensive marketing strategy that not only covers all the bases, but is tailored to your unique needs. Quit throwing money at your marketing. Contact Vast Solutions at 312-330-5105 and start building a real marketing strategy that works. That's 312-330-5105 or visit 3eincrease.com. Again, that's 3increase.com.
In your face and in your corner. You've never had a coach like this before. This is the Dani Johnson Show.
Hi, this is Dani Johnson, and today we're talking about business and growing and increasing your profits as well as increasing your exposure of your business. And I really loved having Vast Solutions here on the show today. I thought it was very, very helpful, and I hope that you've already looked them up at 3eincrease.com. Walden and Danielle Fenster have been faithful clients of the DaniJohnson.com website as well as our training seminars, and really, really pleased with what they're doing in so many different ways. So if you haven't looked up their site yet, if you haven't given them a call, I think you really should. There's no reason why you shouldn't have more growth, and they might be the very solution that you're looking for. We're going to now go over the phones. We have people who've got some business questions, or that they might have some tips that they can also help you with today. First, we've got Chelsea Drinkard from Tampa, Florida. Chelsea, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dani.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the privilege and the honor and the opportunity to share in your time. And actually, I can speak firsthand with Vast Solutions. Our firm just started working with them, and they really go above and beyond of really listening to our needs and customizing exactly what we need and how to do it. And everything he said was spot on with their integrity, how creative they are, and working with the entire team as a whole. So if anyone needs something, I've interviewed at least 5 or 10 SEO, Facebook, marketing companies, and no one else has blown me away with their results and their commitment and follow-up and diligence and fast solutions.
Really?
It's amazing. So I hope everyone is listening to you and actually doing it. So I'm excited for our future with them and our results we'll be getting with them so far. So.
Wow. That's so good to hear on so many different levels. First of all, because they're clients of ours and they've been faithful clients for 3 years. So you're a customer of theirs and you're tooting their horn like that, saying, no, these guys they're really real. And wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay. So what were some other things that you wanted to share today, Chelsea?
Well, first off, I would not know anything about this if it wasn't coming to being plugged into owning the entire library that you have, coming to events for over 2 years now. Even though I'm not in a home-based business, sitting in the home-based business, the entrepreneur workshops on that Monday and seeing how I can apply what you're teaching to the businesses in commercial real estate and the service that we provide. So what we started doing, I'm a member of the Chamber of Commerce, and I'm also an ambassador. And so I have a foot in the door with offices and businesses I wouldn't necessarily have, and helping to fill their needs in other ways. I've in groups to see what would be the right fit for us, and now I'm actually facilitating one in the area to kind of plug in other businesses that we meet to help fill their needs and be a connector. You always talk about finding other people's needs and connecting other people to grow your influence. So I've been doing that too, and a lot of it is meeting one-on-one people. A lot of people, I guess, in the corporate area with a lot of mortgage lenders or real estate agents, a lot of people go to networking events but don't find value in them because they don't understand. Like you teach us, it's not about, here's my product, let me throw my business cards at you, but hey, I use one of your scripts and let's get together and see how I can fill a need. And I've been able to receive referrals, not even direct referrals, from out of the blue somewhere else because I'm sowing seeds of referring and generally helping other people.
You know what, Chelsea, I want to stop you right here because I think it's important. Let's talk about that in networking and Chamber of Commerce and, all these other different types of mixers that are available for businesses. A lot of people don't attend those things and they're really missing it. And if they do attend these things, they don't do it from the right approach. And the right approach that Chelsea had mentioned just shortly that I've taught out of First Steps to Success is this. Don't go to a networking business type mixer with the intention of marketing and selling your product or service. In this case, Chelsea is in commercial real estate and they have a service that helps people in commercial real estate. And so not going with the intention of spreading your brand and your name, but instead going with the intention of how can you be of service to other people's businesses that are there and finding what is the ideal customer that the other business that you're talking to is looking for. So that you're now what we call a connector. Connectors have high value in the marketplace. And if you're one to go to give referrals and to help other people's businesses, I'm not saying create a business of helping other people's businesses. I'm simply saying get to know the other business people that are there. Find out what their ideal customer is. Find out how you can call some people that you know and refer business to them. And so there's a script inside of one of our books. We have a sales and marketing script book. We have 2 of them actually. And you can find them at DaniJohnson.com. If you click on the shop page, it'll take you right to it and send their business. And so in there is a little script, and that script allows you and opens up the door for communication between you and a totally different business that can be mutually beneficial. And that's what it says in the script. It's like, hey, listen, I'm interviewing some people and let's say you're talking to a contractor or you're talking to a banker or you're talking to, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what, a nutrition store. It doesn't matter what the business is, but this script it opens up the door for you to communicate with that business and say, hey, listen, I know people that need your services and you may know people that need my services. So I need to know know, what is your ideal customer? Tell me the kind of person that will benefit most from your product, because I certainly don't want to just send random ragamuffin people to you that's going to hurt your business, but tell me specifically who you're looking for. So if you go into a Chamber of Commerce type meeting and you're looking to fill a need of another business, you help them get what they want, you're always going to get what you want. So Chelsea is saying, Chelsea, that's like helped you not only directly, but also indirectly. You have other people referring you that you don't even know now because you have sowed the seeds of giving referrals. And now you're getting referrals from other people, not just the ones that you've directly given referrals to.
Absolutely. And then taking it the next step of, because you've always taught us too about thank you cards, and the next step of after I meet with them, it's one-on-one. I send a thank you card within the couple of days.
Yep.
I always ask for their birthday, so now I mail them a birthday card on the road with their favorite candy, and then following up with them within a couple of weeks. Hey, just, I did look for you, but if I wasn't able to find anything, and most people say that, but they don't deliver or honor their word of what they said. So even that follow-up phone call, they're even more blown away. Even just by the thank you card, people want to refer me just because I sent them a thank you card for us getting coffee for 30 minutes.
Wow.
So it's incredible.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for just everything that you continue to pour out into us, and you talk the talk and walk the walk, I guess, of genuinely caring and honoring others. So.
Yes, amen. Chelsea, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Thank you cards are huge. They really are. And today people are so busy. They choose to be so busy that they've lost the personal touch. But that doesn't mean that people don't want the personal touch. People want the personal touch. They want to be honored. They want to be respected. They want to feel special. They want to feel like they're important to somebody. And just simply a thank you card says all of that to them. And so it makes you stand out. So it is worth the time. Not a thank you email. Thank you. None of us need another email, right? I mean, I'm sure you hate email just as much as I hate email. So the last thing in the world you want to do is say thank you in an email, because it's just another stinking email. So don't do it in an email. Handwrite a simple little card. It maybe takes 2 minutes. Be genuine in that card, and you're going to reap results as a direct result of that. And you're building a clientele. You're being wise with this form of marketing, because that is another form of marketing. All right, listen, we're going to continue with our last segment of the Dani Johnson Show right after this.
If you've ever wanted to make millions, change the world, be the voice for the voiceless, and have a blast doing it, then you need to spend some time with this lady right here. She's been doing it for years, and she'll show you how.
For families in Santa Pancha, Nicaragua, life is filled with fear and struggle. They don't have enough food for their kids, clean water is hard to find, and they're living in a decrepit, unsafe hovel on top of mining tunnels that could explode and sink at any moment. But a miracle is in the making, and you can be a part of transforming this village. Go to kingsransom.org and click on Santa Pancha to see how you can help. That's kingsransom.org, kingsransom.org, and click on Santa Pancha. This is your chance. This is your shot. Get your copy of War on Debt right now. There's one waiting for you that has your family's name on it. And inside that package is freedom. Your family's freedom is on the inside of that package. All you have to do is open it up, press play, and start applying what I teach you in this program. 888-757-8880. You and I are going to help your family become completely debt-free in the next 5 to 7 years. Just imagine how that's going to feel. Tips to help grow your business. That's what we've been talking about today. We're taking Lynn Plata from Chicago, Illinois. Lynn, can you give us one tip that you've used to grow your business?
Well, in a previous segment, I know Walden was talking about strategy. And I know when I was brand new in the business, I didn't have a clue about strategy. But Dani, something that you always said and that I caught really early on was to find someone that has what you want and do what they do.
Yep.
And I paid attention to that, and I did that.
Yep. And that works, Lynn, doesn't it? And it takes a lot of guesswork out of it. And it's exactly how I started in my business, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to do it. And you feel completely insecure with what the venture is that you just started off on. And when I heard that first millionaire tell that to me, as well as, 300 other people that were in the room, I went, I can do that. I can totally learn and study another individual who has the kind of success that I want. And I've still done that for 27 years. That has been part of my marketing plan as well as my learning plan. And the key is to keep learning, to always learn, to always grow. You're never done. You have got to become addicted to learning and applying what it is that you're learning. Lynn, I'm so proud of you, and that's an amazing nugget to share here today, especially when the show's been about business. Now, as far as business goes, I mentioned to you earlier as we interviewed Vast Solutions, the Fenters, Walden and Danielle Fenster, that we have been working together on a project. And Sid, there's something out there that I think is so important for you to wrap your head around, and that is need. Find a need and fill it. But it's not just the need of your customers. They also have a need to be a part of and to do business with companies that are just not selfish for their own personal profit gain, but they like to do business with organizations that actually care about the needs of others. And I'm not talking about using their business to do that. I'm talking about taking care of the poor, the orphan, the sick, and the widow. And so that's why so many businesses have gathered with us, and they are taking $1 out of every 10 of their profits and giving it straight to the poor. And they're rallying their customers to do the same. If you don't know of a good organization to work with, I know of an amazing one. It's called kingsransom.org. Again, kingsransom.org. Currently, they're building 1,000 homes for the extreme poor in Nicaragua. We don't have that kind of poor here in the United States. I'm telling you, people that have no food, they have no water, and they have shelter that is simply just scrap pieces of metal or scrap pieces of wood and mud to try to make the whole thing stick together. Or even in most cases, like Fausto, who's 21, who's taking care of his 3 siblings, just plastic. Fausto, he's grown up in this plastic home. He's grown up losing his father 7 years ago, fishing, trying to earn a living for his family. We can help. And so many businesses have come together and families have come together to help build these homes. We have raised enough money to build 200 of the 1,000 homes. You can be a part of this incredible project, whether you're a business owner or not. You can help us rally troops together to say, we're going to help relieve the extreme poor by taking $1 out of every 10 to help. Go to kingsransom.org. Again, that's kingsransom.org. Other than that, my friend, we'll talk to you tomorrow with more of The Dani Johnson Show.
Did you know you can see Dani Johnson live and in person? Go to DaniJohnson.com and find out about our next live event. First steps to success, register today. Call 866-760-8255 or go to DaniJohnson.com/FSTS.